Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Ito naman ako, isang pobreng retirado. Wala nang ginawa kundi magmuni-muni ng mga nakaraan. Pag nakita ko ang dagat at isla ng Fortune Island, bumabalik sa akin ang alaala tungkol sa operasyon na sinalihan namin sa Mindanao, pero nakabase kami sa Mactan, Cebu. Dagat at isla ng Bongo ang daanan mo papunta sa target namin. Ngayon popular itong island dahil sa classmate ko. Pero bago tayo mag-chismis, balik muna tayo sa operasyon na sinalihan namin. Bagong combat ready kami at mostly taga Luzon, kaya hindi kami familiar sa Visayas at Mindanao. Task Force Cosmos ang operasyon na sinalihan namin. Ito ay the Tran-Libac-Cotabato Operations. Ito ay isang major operations ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. Commanders in the field estimated that it would take them 3 days to complete the operation, but they were wrong. It took them 38 days to officially terminate it. The Trans-Libac area was a very important area for the rebels that they will hold it at all cost. Tran was a highly fortified area where construction of concrete houses and fortification has been done since 1970. It has a well-secured base for supplies coming from the sea. It has an extensive fortification. It was a self-sustaining territory as rebels were assured of adequate food supplies from Concho and Elizar coconut plantation. It had a good defensive terrain that complete concrete underground tunnels and long bunkers. In June 26, 1973, Task Force Cosmos was established. On 26 June 1973, an offensive operations was conducted with 3 battalions backed up by 2 other battalions of the Army. On 3 July 1973, or a week later, an air support was asked and was provided by the Air Force on suspected and located rebel position. An interdiction mission were conducted by the fighters of the 7th Tactical Fighter Squadron from Mactan. Bulldog Fox, composed of Captain Orly Abila as element leader and Lieutenant Ming Sigaya as wingman, took off from Mactan for an interdiction mission in Tran-Libac area. The weather en route from Mactan to Tran-Libac was fine, but as the flight neared Cotabato area, the weather became bad. There was an overcast clouds over the target. The clouds was overcast, so when Captain Avila saw a hole, he told me to cap it, and we went down. When he saw the target, he said, "We'll fire information, cap it." The flight made 2 passes over target, firing 6 50 caliber machine guns on each aircraft flying information. The cloud this time was getting low. It was good. The flight was not loaded with bombs, only rockets and guns. Had the flight was loaded with bombs, we would not be able to deliver them because the clouds was low, and we would have dropped them in the sea. Sayang. After we completed our mission, Bulldog Fox declared that we were leaving the area. Bulldog Gulf reported that they are approaching the area. Bulldog Gulf was composed of Major Bob Peralta as element lead and one of our combat-ready classmates as his wingman. When Major De Peralta saw a hole, they went down. By this time, the base of the clouds went up a little bit higher, so they were able to deliver the rockets, but the area was still blanketed by clouds. So after delivery of rockets by Major De Peralta, he told the swingman to deliver his and proceed RTB or return to base. He told the swingman, "Yes, going RTB and humabol ka na lang." We, Bulldog Fox, were approaching Mactan when we heard Major De Peralta ask a swingman about his position. After several minutes of waiting, Major De Peralta asked the swingman his position again. When the swingman saw an island below him, he told Major De Peralta that he is over Bongo Island. Worried that the swingman was still over Bongo Island, he estimated that he won't be able to reach Mactan with his drop tanks. So he advised the swingman to climb to higher altitude to conserve fuel. They have a very dramatic conversation and very dramatic moments, like the wingman requested Major De Peralta that he will land in Tacloban, Bohol. Major De Peralta, knowing that Tagbilaran has a short runway, so he disapproved it. After their very dramatic conversation and a very dramatic moments, Major De Peralta and his wingman landed safely in Mactan. That was not the end of the story. Incident would pass out and could have been considered part of our operation. However, that day in Cagayan de Oro, our classmate in Flying School, Lieutenant Boy Ami, pilot of the U-17 aircraft and based in an army camp in Patag, was informed by some people that a bomb was dropped by a jet on the beach. He told the men to advise them not to touch it and immediately went to the beach. What he saw was two drop tanks of the F-86F aircraft. He gave the policeman one drop tank and he got the other. With that, we concluded that the wingman saw was not Bongo Island near Cotabato, but Camiguin Island north of Cagayan de Oro. Well, this incident is not part of the operation, but to us pilots, it was an eye-opener. That is to study our maps properly. Remember that during our time, there was no GPS or radar site to help us and no airport to land in case of emergency, like what happened to Bulldog Gulf. Now back to Trans-Libac operation. On July 1973, 6th Infantry Brigade, Philippine Army, augmented by 25th Infantry Battalion, intensified their operation against the rebels in Trans-Libac area. On 18 July 1973, airstrikes were intensified with the use of 86F and F-5. Wave after wave of fighters from Mactan came one after the other. The air support was controlled by the airborne pack on board the Beber aircraft. Major Hotchkiss and Lieutenant Sigaya as the swingman composed the Bulldog Packs, flew an early morning sortie delivery two 5-inch rockets, high-velocity aerial rocket or HVAR, on each aircraft. Major De Peralta with Lieutenant Boy Fausto as a swingman, composed of Bulldog Gulf flight, were loaded this time with two 500-pound bombs on each wing. Captain Abila with Lieutenant Elom as a swingman, composed of Bulldog Hotel flight, were also loaded with 500-pounder on each wing. The F-5s loaded with 1,000-pound bombs on its aircraft. You may think dropping many bombs overkill. No. Consider that the area, per intelligence report, has a concrete underground tunnel and long bunkers. So big bombs are a must. Radio reports received told that the rebels were camping all over around because of the airstrike. The rebels gradually fell back as their casualties mounted. On August 1973, on 2 June, August 1973, more than 300 men and women, children gave themselves up to the 6th Infantry Division. A group of armed rebels attempted to slip through the EP cordon, but their attempt was foiled by the blocking force of the CHDF. The capture of Turugan in Trans-Libak area on 14 August 1973 was marked determination of the Trans-Libak operation. The tactical success of the capture of Trans-Libak was a significant psychological victory for the government and demonstrated the capability of the AP to assert their supremacy. On August 10, 1973, Central Mindanao Command awarded the pilots involved in the operations with Military Merit Medal and Bronze Spearhead device. On 14 January 1974, late as it may, Headquarters P Fighter Wing also awarded the pilots involved in the operations with Military Merit Medal and Bronze Spearhead device.
Bigyan mo muna ng isang like itong video na ito at mag-subscribe ka kung bago ka pa lang dito.